Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwadner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of meeting with Wally Bressler, and he is the co-founder at Phone Sales Secrets. Welcome, Wally.
Hey, thank you, Gerhard. I appreciate you making some time for me today and letting me join you.
Well, I was very excited to hear that you're writing a new book. Tell us about it.
One of the great things about having a lifetime of lessons learned is that you can share them with people to help them hopefully avoid a lot of the bad choices and mistakes you've made. So my book is called Tragic Hero, Picking Up the Pieces. And it's like half memoir, half personal development book, just talking about all of the challenges I faced in my life and how I've used them to help, thousands of real estate agents and other small business people over the last 20 years grow their business. And really just, how I was able to overcome a lot of challenges myself to get to the point where I could really add some value to people's lives.
So you have cracked the code when it comes to overcoming cold call reluctance. What is the major reason why people are reluctant to pick up the phone and reaching out to customers?
Basically, I call them hidden identities, right? We have these belief systems about ourselves. What happens is, most people who have trouble getting on the phone have had some sort of situation occur when they were first between the ages of 1 and 12, 1 and 13. And it could be some sort of physical, emotional, sexual abuse, could be being bullied. It could be, like my dad, told me that I was no good, that I was worthless. I'm saying when I was 3 and 4 years old, that I was a bad kid, And so what happens is these little seeds of doubt get planted, right? And so our sympathetic nervous system kicks in, and then it's either flight, freeze, or fight. And the people who have call reluctance are flighters. They run away. And so they avoid things that cause them pain. What started out as just a little seedling gets watered, and then it just grows over time. And by the time we're an adult, it's this huge redwood tree that, we basically convinced ourselves that we're not worthy or deserving of things. And so we're not going to get involved in things that would challenge that belief system.
What does your 5-step program consist of?
The first step is awareness. We've got to become aware of where it comes from. Believe it or not, our subconscious remembers everything that we've ever seen, tasted, heard, smelled, or touched. But it remembers like in a sandwich, right? And anything that's really painful, it sticks at the bottom of the sandwich, right? So I help people identify the event or the events that was the genesis of this challenge that they've been facing their entire life, this fear of judgment or embarrassment or whatever it is. And so step 2 is we get to a process of define and identify and then become present or mindful. And what happens is we have these triggers, right? And something triggers us and we go right to making the pain go away. But if we were to stop for a second and let the emotion pop up between trigger and symptom, we could deal with it. So what happens is I got to pick up the phone and make calls. Oh, sweaty palms, dry mouth, sweaty pits, complete avoidance, fear, perfectionism, right? I teach people to, identify what that feeling is, define where it's coming from, and then become mindful or present and just focus on their breathing. And that allows that feeling just to pass. And that teaches their brain to be able to take that emotion and just let it pass. So that way, rather than just, oh my God, I can't pick up the phone, let me just deal with this for about a minute or two and then it'll go away. The third step is it's really based on neuroplasticity. We rewire people's brains and we help them rewire their brains through a very simple but effective morning routine that has to do with affirmations and reading and journaling and exercise and visualization, and just the repetitive nature of putting the right words in their head and the right belief systems and the right, things they need to say to themselves. Okay. And then number 4 is we basically define what drives people. We help people break it down into if I need to get up every morning and work hard, what do we need to master? Is it scripts and dialogues? Is it phone sales? Is it my face-to-face presentation? Whatever it is. And then lastly is the purpose. So the 5th step is their purpose. So we find out what drives them and we figure out their true why. Your why is I want to make sure that my kids never have to go through what I went through as a child. I want to make sure they always have money. I want to make sure that they're well-adjusted adults. I want to make sure they have meaningful relationships with people, whatever it is, what I'm saying? And so that's how we tie in, their daily sales activities into their why, because it's that day over day, week over week, month over month, consistent action in being a salesperson that allows them to get the outcome they want.
It reminds me of what Sheryl Sandberg said. We cannot change what we are not aware of. But once we are aware, we cannot help but change. How can people find you?
They can go to phonesalessecrets.com and they can go there and join my Facebook group. And basically, I'm just teaching people to use the same strategies to get them where they are today, which is where they aren't afraid to pick up the phone, to use those strategies to advantage so they can get to the point where they want to pick up the phone and do what they need to do to grow their business.
So if anybody out there in the audience wants to give up reluctance, there is a tremendous reward waiting for you, which is you can empower yourself, you can free yourself from the past and embrace a new future, just like Wally has.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wally.